What do you do when you're looking for housing, when you're getting that first contract or the second contract or the third contract, and you don't know where to go? There's an option for you. And I've known this guy for a very long time. On this episode, we talk to Michael Schlottman of Extended Stay America. This is Atlas All Access. Michael, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Rich. Great to be here. I know, finally, right?
Right.
I'm excited to be here.
I wanted to say, okay, how many years has it been now? How long have you done this job?
I've been with Extended Stay America I just had my 16-year anniversary back in July.
16
years. That's
Congratulations.
the longest hotel chain I've worked for
Okay.
over the years.
All
I've been in the industry for 40 plus years now. And then the vertical, what we call having somebody cover all of the staffing agencies, this is my 9th year.
9th year.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense because this is my 10th TravCon, and that's where we met previously, at TravCon.
2016 was our first year there.
Give me a little introduction. Who you are, where you came from, how you stumbled upon our vertical, as you call it.
Well, I'm based in Minnesota. Extended Stay America is based in Charlotte, and I come from a long history of hospitality. I've worked for many different chains over the years.
Okay.
Kind of did it backwards. I went to school after I started working in the industry and decided, I might want to do this for a living. So
All right.
I did that for a while, and then I've worked in operations. I've been a general manager. Sales has kind of been my passion. I get that from my father. He was a nuts and bolts salesman over the years. About 9 years ago, our vice president at the time of sales wanted to put certain people in specific verticals, as we call it, and they felt that medical staffing industry was something that was worth putting somebody, wanted to make me a subject matter expert. I worked with a lot of the accounts in Omaha at the time, but it wasn't, I had other different accounts. And
Gotcha.
They said, you want to do it? And I said, yeah, I'd love to. And here we are.
9 years ago, if I think back to, what did housing look like 9 years ago? Agency perspective.
Sure.
It does not look like what it looks like right now.
Yeah.
It is completely different. There were companies that had housing departments. They piled a ton of money into doing that ahead of time for the traveler. And now the traveler has decided, wait a minute, I want to do this on my own.
When I first took it over, yes, you're absolutely right. The agencies I spoke to, it was probably an 80-20 mix where they had the housing teams. I was working with them. The stipend travelers weren't really a big thing until probably 4 years ago. So now I had to kind of shift gears and rethink the housing. They're like, if they're not taking our housing, we're probably not going to, be helping them out. So started getting to know recruiters. So at TravCon, I spent more time getting to know those recruiters and saying, hey, when you're talking to your travelers and you're putting them on contract, let them know you got a discount plan with Extended Stay America. They can take advantage of that when they're out looking for housing.
Let's talk about that. So there's lots of options out there for our travelers, right?
Yes.
Our travelers, their travelers, right? I mean, there's a ton of options out there. Why would they choose, besides the discount, right? We could talk about that a little bit too. Why would they choose someplace like Extended Stay America?
I feel Extended Stay America, our model is perfect. We have the full kitchens. So you're getting a 2-burner stovetop, you're getting a microwave, you're getting a full refrigerator. You're not cooking in a microwave. It really worked out so that the travelers, they don't have to eat out every single day.
Yeah.
And what I learned over the years, the 13-week assignment is usually pretty much the standard. So we just felt it made sense. The properties love the travelers. They're quiet. They don't, they don't need a lot most of the time. So we just felt this vertical makes sense for Extended Stay America. It just seemed like both industries just made sense.
I think extended stays too have shifted and evolved over the years too, right? I really think even before maybe your time in there, and now it is more like that longer stay, that 3 to 6 month stay kind of thing, right? I mean,
we do a lot of business with we do project business. That's one of our other verticals that's very popular with us, again, because they're on a long-term contract or depending on what they're building or that type of thing. It's like having an apartment, but you don't have to fill out a lease. You don't have to do first month's, last month's security deposit.
Right.
You don't have to furnish it because everything is included.
Everything's there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about availability too. Between all the different verticals that you have that could fall under that, what does that look like?
Well, we have 700 plus hotels nationwide, and we work with over 4,000 companies nationwide. Wow. So we do some midterm stays, the 15 to 29s or things like that, but 2 or 3 week stays, but really the long-term stay with Extended Stay America is what our model is based off of.
I didn't know that necessarily, and maybe that's how it has changed over the years, right? I thought it was one model, and it really isn't that.
No, there's different models. I mean, Extended Stay America, and there's a different extended stays out there, but Extended Stay America, that is what we really go after as far as that type of stay, because that long-term stay is what our model is basically based on.
Let's talk about pricing and cancellation policy and pet policy and
Sure.
all those details that come up, after you've accepted the contract and you're looking at the housing and what works best for you.
As far as pricing goes, it's at ESA.com, www.extendedstayamerica.com, or ESA.com. It's a little easier to type in. We have the dynamic pricing plans nationwide with a lot of our customers. You get a web code, and if you have that code, you just put in your search market you're going to, put in the dates, type in the web code, and it'll show you what the discount is. We have other options on there too. We have some different promos we run a lot on our website.
Okay.
As far as a cancellation policy, 6 p.m. day of arrival local time. So if
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Okay, wow.
6 p.m. day of arrival on the local time, which is again great for travelers.
Right.
And then as far as pet policies, we are a pet-friendly hotel chain. We do accept pets. There is a nominal fee. Just because most of the times afterwards we have to clean those rooms out for allergies and things like that. So
dog hair and you name it. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. But all of our hotels are pet friendly. So
oh wow.
And
okay.
There's details on our website. There's certain size. We can't take 7 large German Shepherds, but
right.
things like that. But
it
lists. There's a section on our website that kind of lists. It does list exactly what pets we allow and things like that.
And if they wanted to talk to that particular Extended Stay America that's in that city or whatever, they can do that ahead of time, right?
Right on the website. They click on that property. We have photos of all our hotels on the website. You click into that property. It has the address. It has the phone number. It also has an option if you know, and I do this a lot with travelers, if you know the facility address you're going to, you can put that in the search bar, and it will basically show you the closest hotel in mileage from 5 miles, 10, 15, and out, depending on what we have in the market.
You know the hospital location, for example.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
And you put that in there, and there's one 5 minutes or 5 miles away or whatever that might be.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
And now with our family of brands, we have a bigger footprint. So we have our Select Suites, which is our economy brand. Okay. It's really the base property. You get great rates at that property. We have the cookware and the dishware available at those hotels, but they are for purchase. The good thing is you purchase them, you take them with you. So.
Oh, okay.
Then we have our core properties, or ESA Suites, or Extended Stay America Suites, we call it. I'm really seeing the bulk of the staffing industry using.
Okay.
We have the grab-and-go breakfast. We have the space. We have the Wi-Fi. We have the laundry facilities on site as well as those properties.
Okay.
And then we launched our Premier Suites brand about 5 years ago, and we're up to almost, I think, 60 or so, if I remember correctly. And that's our top brand. So we have a healthier breakfast available there. There's a hard-boiled egg. There's yogurt, along with our regular grab-and-go breakfast.
Okay.
Signature bedding. So the family of brands is really been a great opportunity, especially again for this medical staffing vertical that I'm running. You have 3 options, and you will see that on the website. It'll say if there's 3 properties, it'll say a Select Suites, a ESA Suites, or a Premier Suites
with pricing and everything.
Yep.
All the details right there on
exactly,
that.
and you can choose. So
how do they get in touch with you? How do they, not necessarily you, I mean, they could talk to you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because you talk to travelers all the time.
I do.
But how would they get in touch? How would they find you guys online then?
www.esa.com is the easiest way to say it. It is extendedstayamerica.com. And my contact information over the years, 16 years, there's not a lot of people that don't have it.
We'll put it right down here.
Yep.
Nathan's going to put it right here for us.
And I actually have a QR code too. If you want, I can share you, and
perfect.
It'll automatically add me right into your phone.
Okay.
It says Michael, Director of Strategic Partnerships for Extended Stay America.
Michael, thank you so much. Welcome to Omaha, by the way.
Yes,
I mean,
it's been a while.
Finally.
2019 was the last time I was here.
Yeah, so it was good to see you again. I'm going to see you in a month at TravCon. Well, it'll be less than a month by the time this airs, right? Yeah, see Nathan's shaking his head at me. Yes.
Looking forward to it.
But yeah, if you're going to be at TravCon and you're looking for more details, Michael will be there. If not, we're going to put his contact information right here. He's always available for me, so I assume you're always available for them too. So.
Yep. And if you go to TravCon, booth 619.
There you go.
Thanks
we'll
for having me.
see you there.